got Chicago Bears football this week, people. Yes, that's right. This week, we finally have some football. It's been a long wait. Now, I get it. It's preseason, but we have some football, all right? Especially Chicago Bears football. So, what is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports All back at it with another video talking, of course, some NFL. Here to talk about the Chicago Bears. Now, I thought about whether or not I should do a preview video for a preseason game, folks. Literally a preseason game. But that's how starving we are all for football, including myself. And so I'm thinking, you know what the heck? Let's just do it. Let's just talk about it. We're still about, a few weeks away from the first game of the season against the 49ers. And you guys know I'm going to get you guys covered for that. We'll have that preview video up. I have preview videos and post-game recap videos for every single Bears game, as I've been doing the last couple of seasons. That's not going anywhere. In fact, the coverage that I will have for the Bears will go even higher. Like, I'm going to be doing more stuff for you guys. And so look out for that. So if you are not subscribed, take up a second, right? Pause the video and actually hit that subscribe button. All right. I promise you won't regret it. Okay. So with that being said, let's preview this Bears versus Chiefs game. The Bears are playing the Chiefs in the first preseason game for the Bears. And remember, there are only 3 preseason games. If you guys are used to having 4, you guys might have missed it out, but the NFL went to 3 preseason games. They've reduced it. And so the first one, the Bears are playing the Chiefs. And you know what? I was just glancing over this. I don't know how I missed this, but the first game, and I get it, it's preseason, but the first game that we have, the Bears do, is against our former head coach. It's against Matt Nagy. Now, I get it. Matt Nagy's not a head coach on the Chiefs. That's Andy Reid. But he is an assistant coach with the Chiefs. So we're going to have the two Matts, Matt Eberflus and Matt Nagy, on the same field, if you will. And that's just funny to me because, what are the odds of that? Very first game, we go up against our former head coach in Matt Nagy. And, of course, I'm sure maybe Ryan Poles will be there. But we don't have Ryan Pace. He's in Atlanta, so it's not going to be the Pace versus Poles show. It'll be the Eberflus versus Nagy show, if you will. But Nagy's not running the show in Kansas City. That's besides the point. I just wanted to bring that up because I'm sure a lot of you guys didn't realize that. But we're going up against Matt Nagy, who's on the Chiefs coaching staff, right? Second thing, Byron Pringle, who we signed in the offseason, is going up against his former team, the Kansas City Chiefs, who we played for last season. Chiefs have had a huge makeover in terms of their, team with the departure of Tyreek Hill, losing him, or trading him, and then getting Juju Smith-Schuster, getting guys like Marquez Valdes-Scantling. Like, it's a different Chiefs team. But either way, talking about this game, look, there's not much to break down from a football perspective, and I'm not going to do that because we're talking about a preseason game here. I'm just going to hit on the important notes, which is, the Bears starters are going to play, all right? Matt Eberflus is already committed to that. Now, how much they'll play is up to be determined or to be determined. I'm going to go ahead and say that they will play for sure a quarter, but I believe at least until halftime. That is my belief. First preseason game, I think Matt Eberflus is going to go ahead and take his starters all the way till halftime. Now, whether or not that's a right move, I talked about it in a previous video. You guys can go check that out. But I will say I do think it will lessen as we move forward in the preseason. Like, for instance, I don't know if the starters played the last preseason game, right? So I think Matt Eberflus really wants to ramp up these guys. They've been having really hard training camp practices, and he wants to go out there and treat preseason pretty seriously. Now, Matt Nagy didn't do this, but that's why he's not here anymore, because he didn't do a lot of things right. I'm okay with this for Matt Eberflus. Again, go check out my full thoughts in a previous video. But I'm okay with this because we have a young team with a lot of unproven players that have a lot to prove and a lot of room to develop. All right, so they're going to play for sure a quarter, but at least until halftime, in my opinion. All right, Kansas City. Andy Reid is not known to play his guys a lot. I mean, I could literally see Patrick Mahomes and company here play a series and sit out, and we get the second string team in here. At most, it'll be a quarter, people. So after that, it'll be all backups. So important thing to note here is we are going to see the Bears starters. I want to see how this offense looks in their first real live game action, even if it is preseason. And then I want to see how the defense looks. So I'm going to be tuned in. You guys should be as well, at least for the first quarter or the first half. because we'll see the first team for the Bears and probably the first team for the Chiefs. But the leash for the Chiefs is going to be much shorter. Like I said, I don't even know if they'll play. They will not play more than a half is my belief. All right, so let me know what you guys think about that game. What are you guys looking forward to? That's pretty much all there is to break down with the preseason. I'm going to keep these kind of recaps, excuse me, not recaps. I'll keep these previews kind of short here and talk about that. But I was just so excited to talk Bears football that I wanted to just come on and talk to you guys about it. So let me know what you guys think, man. Are you guys hyped for preseason? I'm hyped. I just wanted football back, and we're getting it back. So let me know down below as always.